What's good, guys? It's your boy Justin J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. This is why men are not getting married, okay? We're going to be exposing the real man myth that women speak of all the time. So there was a clip that got sent to me through my DM on Instagram, and it's very funny that a woman is saying she knew her husband was a simp when he accepted her and her 3 kids. And she basically told the straight truth that women pick guys for certain things. So certain dudes can get it. Certain dudes don't have to fit the bill because they find them sexually attractive. I'm attacking this point right now. See, this is why men are avoiding marriage altogether. Because you figure out, okay, well, if she doesn't want to do that, I have to be sexually appealing, sexually attractive to get women to mess with me in said way. So men are not having a problem being looked at as a fuckboy now. Men don't want to be husband material. Men do not want to be boyfriend material. So in this video, I want to talk about a couple of things and really put it out there because men aren't really worried about it. You can have a main chick, you can have a girlfriend, you can have a live-in girlfriend, you know, all that type of stuff. You don't have to put your name on a contract. And, you know, from my life experience and what I've seen and how things work in my situation, there's nothing to fear with marriage, but at the same time, why do we have to do it? Why do we have to do it? We see the thanks that many men get, okay? So one thing I want to talk about is disrespect that men take from women, and then they mask it as, oh, I'm a dominant woman. Oh, I'm a strong Italian woman. I'm a strong black woman. No. See, women are always going to push men to buy the big house, to buy the big car, even if it puts you in debt just to make her happy, to keep up with the Joneses. So you'll be broke. All to make her happy. Putting the kids in daycare. Daycare costs $15,000, $20,000. Kids don't even really need to go to daycare. She wants to be a stay-at-home mom. She wants to be a stay-at-home mom, but send the kids off. You have to pay for that. You have to buy everything. Holidays roll around. That's your responsibility. All this weight on your shoulders. And for what? To get some chick that's giving her box and giving her best years to some dude who didn't even deserve it. See, when they're talking about Pookie and Ray Ray, that's what they're really talking about, bro. Chad and Tyrone. That's what men really mean in this, like, the red pill space. You give your best years to other dudes who you think are sexually appealing, then you come around and knock on my door, or the nice guy, right? You got put in the friend zone. You stuck around. Now she doubles back to pick you out of that nice guy bag. Dudes are not settling for that. And it's so funny that when you see women being dominant with their men, yes, it's the man's fault, but it's always being masked as, oh, well, this is just the way I am, and I'm a strong woman, and blah, 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 blah. And that's why we mesh well, because he's very submissive and attentive. So I knew that, like, he's the guy for me. No, basically what that means is I'm a masculine woman, and I do not mix with masculine men, because masculine men will not sit here and put up with my garbage. That's all that means. Remember, guys, it's like this with women. You need to keep it like this. Even if it doesn't come out of your mouth, like, no, I understand the game you're running. Don't say anything, but just in your mind, know the game she's on. See, this is why women don't like 50-50 relationships, because they're looking for you to elevate their bag when they marry you. This is why women have problems with prenuptial agreements. This is why if you told a chick, yeah, I'll get married to a chick, but we'll have a joint account for bills. I have my account, she has her account. When it comes time for the bills, I put my half, she puts her half. Women are looking at you like, are you crazy? And this is the thing about you guys with baddies, bro. They're bad because they're looking for someone to fund their lifestyle. They will leave their kids to go to another country to get the BBL for cheaper. Do you really think that's for her self-confidence, or is it to lock down a sucker who thinks with his little head? Women don't want godly men. Because when women are searching for husbands, they always mask it as, well, I'm looking for a man who is a godly man. And the funniest part about that is these women are not virgins. We'll give them grace, a one-off with one dude. He leaves. Okay? She learned her lesson. She made a mistake. Now she corrects it, right? She course corrects it. She's in the church. They always say they want a godly man. Well, if you go to church, where are godly men? No. Godly men are boring. I remember when I used to read my Bible all the time, people would be looking at me like I was weird. Why is that? I should have women coming by the dozen, right? They want godly men. These women do not believe in God, bro. And I'm sorry that I have to put it that way, but actually I'm not sorry. So if you have faith, if you're on a path, right? If you believe in a faith, if you believe in a higher being, right? If you're very spiritual, that's why I say I'm more spiritual. I'm not religious. Miss me with all that stuff. No. You want to go out and shake your ass with your girls, and you have before. You smashed a bunch of dudes. You partake in things that the Lord does not want us to partake in. Stop it, bro. A man of God. What does that even mean? A guy who's soft around the edges, a guy who plays by the rules, while she doesn't play by the rules and she's not soft around the edges. She's very masculine and dominant. So how do you want a man of God? They don't even want to serve a man. They want the man to serve them in order for them to kind of halfway meet him and serve him. No. A woman should be happy to serve a man. So if you're Italian, you had a nonna. If you're black, you had a big mama. And in any race, it falls, you have an abuela. If you're Spanish, Latino, Afro-Latino, doesn't matter what you are. You always have a woman in your life, right? That shows you she makes everyone's plate. She makes her plate last. She slaves in the kitchen to see everyone happy. These women can't even cook an egg, bro. But they want you to take them to these fancy dinners and do all this stuff and just keep doing it. And guess what? When you get married, like I said, the big house, the big car, you have to keep doing it. And if not, you're less than a man. It's so funny how women are telling men what a real man would do. Here's another thing we're going to talk about. Accepting kids. See, now I try to stay away from the single mother talk because, like I say, you don't have to take her seriously, but women can always be put to work. But see, just to protect yourself, don't even deal with them. Don't even deal. I don't care how fly, how fine, how bad you think she is. Leave her be, bro. Because it's always going to come to a certain point where she's going to be looking for you to do for her. And the kid is a part of her, regardless if the child's father is in her life or not. Women want help when they have children. It's no secret. They can sit there in the beginning and say, well, I don't need you to do this. I don't need you to do that. It's a trap. It's a trap. Get out while you still have the chance. See, a lot of dudes don't have a problem with that because society tells them, a real man, and women say a real man heals a broken heart that he had no hand in breaking. Does that even make sense, bro? So let me ask you a question. Does anybody feel sorry for you? Is anybody trying to heal your broken heart? Do you see women jumping out the woodwork to try and help you just get over a breakup? You have to pick yourself up and rebuild. Then you have this sense of swag, this sense of confidence. It's really not that serious. You see women like you like women, you have a good time, you do your thing, but you're never playing a sucker for love again. But you never see women jumping out of the woodworks like, oh my God, let me heal your broken heart. Unless they see a benefit to it. They can get something in exchange out of it. Cut that nonsense out. She's laughing at this dude. He accepted me and my 3 kids because she knows already he was a sucker. Straight sucker. And they try to make you do everything that the last guy would never do. See, dudes get in relationships very young. You might have high school love. You might have college love. You might have just turned 21. I'm able to legally drink love. And then you're with a chick for like 4 or 5 years, 8 years. It goes nowhere. Nowhere. Then she turns around, gets with another dude. Or you have a kid with a chick, she turns around and gets with another dude. Dudes are waking up. I want to do this video too because I'm not married. But see, from my life experience, I used to neighbor watch. Where I used to live, in my kitchen window was directly, like I could see my neighbors across the street. So the husband, right, there was this family. The husband, he was in the Navy. I think he was an electrical worker. Okay. Now the wife, you can always tell when a woman used to have it going on back in her day. He would go to work early in the morning. I would just see this washing dishes, going back and forth to the bathroom. My bathroom was next to the kitchen. This chick would go to the gym, come home. Any other time I saw her, she's raking leaves. When it would snow, she would shovel, clean the cars off, planting with the garden, putting the kids on the bus. He just went to work and came home, okay? Even the people at the business downstairs from where I live right now, they were shoveling and salting this morning as a team, together. Another chick, she's older, but I look at her and I say, I know she had it going on back in her day. So it's not all this baddie stuff. Even with my chick, last week I think it snowed, she cleaned off the cars, I was still sleeping. This morning, I got up, I cleaned off the cars. Do you see how this works? Still not advocating for marriage. I have a situation tailor-made to my liking. I get king's treatment. Still, I'm not, I'm going to get married someday. No. And it's sad that men don't need to get married because you would want to get married to have children. You understand? But I'm still not over here advocating for marriage. See, guys, if you want to do that, I'm not telling you what to do, but you do not marry a single mother. You do not commit to a single mother. That dude better be 6 feet under. No disrespect. Respectfully, of course. If the dude is 6 feet under, cool. If she's a widow, cool. Other than that, none of that stuff. You don't even have to do that. Get with the woman that wants to be your woman. Okay? These women, they don't... See, the women that men really want, if you notice, they always go to the highest bidder. So why is that the type of woman you want if you don't have the money to put in your bid? You should get with women that want to do for you. I'm always trying to explain this. In 2025, I'm attacking this angle hard. If you're not going to get with the woman that does for you, you at least should be cool with doing for her. And if you feel like a simp, then you're not cool with doing always for her. So what is the alternative? Deal with women that do for you. It has nothing to do with looks. She could be hot, she could be less attractive, whatever. But as long as she's doing for you, we're exposing this real man myth. I saw a comment not too long ago saying, hey, Justin, can you just teach us how to get into a relationship and end up married one day? It's like, I already know how to get with girls from watching your videos, but what about that? Low key, if you read in between the lines, I'm teaching you how to get a wife if you actually did want one, because you're getting a woman that does for you continuously on a basis of, it's every day, almost instantaneously. Every time you turn around, she's just doing something for you. You don't have to lift your finger to wash a dish. See, the way women operate is, well, I don't want to clean 2 dishes instead of 1, so I'll take my dish, you take your dish. I'll do my laundry, you do your laundry. Bro, if you're going to be a breadwinner, because that's the position that most men want to be in, if you're going to be the leader, the breadwinner, all that type of stuff that you equated to, basically the provider myth, you don't want to be some chick's provider, some chick's walking ATM. Check this out. Even if you were going to take that route, okay, well, what do you get compensated with for footing the bill for everything? Her cooking, cleaning, all that, ironing. If you have kids with her, doing most of the work with the kids, because you're going to be out hunting, getting the food, getting the money. So that's what you get compensated with. Sex shouldn't even be, see, this is the funny thing too. They have sex wild out here when they want a dude. But when they get married, it slows down. You see, like, attraction slows down. It's always jokes out here. Well, I had a chili dog. My stomach hurts. Well, not tonight, babe. Blah, 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 blah. And then comes menopause down the line. So you already know that down the line it's going to slow down by nature. But until then, a woman should be all over you. There needs to be that energy where your woman yearns for you. She fiends for you. That's why I always tell you, your looks and everything for you is more important. You need to stay in shape. You need to stay on top of your business, because when you're on top of your business, a woman feels safe and she looks at her man and says, damn, this motherfucker just won't stop. But see, the reverse of that is a guy that's on his business, but he's a simp and he's got blinders on. She's like, he will not stop doing for me. He will not stop doing what I say. One thing that irks me is when women have this attitude towards their husbands as like, he'll do whatever I say. You know, I could make him do this. He'll do whatever I say. He'll throw a face mask on. He'll do this. And it's not the problem with the face mask, but, oh, try that. Somebody says, oh, well, I got a bunch of products your husband should try. Oh, he'll try anything. He'll do anything I tell him to do. Can you get out of the garage? You're always in there watching football, blah, 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 blah. Spend time with me. Like, listen, bro, if a man wants to do something, that's his prerogative. If a woman's rocking with him, she's rocking with him. But there's not all these rules and expectations. Bro, you meet each other in the middle and you have a good time. And then you eventually build into something that just cannot be broken. It's called a bond. But women are looking for you to bond them out. So if you're a guy right now that makes adequate money, you're like, damn, I want a family one day. I'm telling you, get a woman that does for you. Read in between the lines. I teach guys how to get main girls, relationships, a girlfriend, and a fiance, and a wife. But you don't see it that way because I teach you the truth about women, so it pops your bubble. It pops your bubble. It's like, damn, bro, all this Disney bullshit ain't real. No, it ain't real. See, there's another dude. He's some older white guy. He walks through the woods right now. I think his name is John Griffin. If I'm mistaken. And his videos are actually going crazy right now. I responded to a comment and a guy said, I should have listened to you. I went back to my old ways with a previous ex. And damn, you were right, bro. I said, bruh, I've already made the mistake, so you didn't have to. You know why that guy's videos are blowing up? Because he's already made the mistake, so you don't have to. So never look at a dude and be like, well, that's bullshit. Because in my mind, I always tell dudes, get your own experience and don't go off of statistics. But at a certain point, man, like really think about it. After 40, the divorce rate skyrockets. Women initiate it. And it's because they always pick guys who they were never really big off of in the first place. They used them for as long as they could, got what they got out of it, got a bag. Move on, proceed. They still got their looks about them. They think they can go back into the dating market. But see, the way it is in 2025, I'm attacking this. So they go up to another dude thinking they could play him for a sucker, thinking he's going to shine her shoes. Nah, it ain't happening, bro. You know, when women say they want godly men, and then dudes are like, you know, see, I don't care about the body count thing, because I'm not sitting here being fake, saying I'm super religious. But when any guy feels something in his gut about her having a high body count or being promiscuous or going out with her girls and just wanting to be all over the place, posting provocative photos and stuff, right? It's funny that that's you listening to the Lord. And if you try to course correct her actions, you're controlling. But I thought you're a woman of God looking for a man of God, which means you let the Lord control you to some degree. See, when they're always saying, oh, I'm practicing celibacy right now. Yeah, after not practicing celibacy for a while. So it's fake. I'm not impressed. I keep saying this a lot too. Whenever I see an older chick talking like it would be impressive, she wants to do this, she wants to be a submissive woman, she's learned from her ways, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. This would be impressive from a 25-year-old who lost her way at 22. And throughout the next 3 years, she's like, you know what? I want to walk a straight path. I want to get better. I want to find a husband. And she's talking all that. That's impressive. A 22-year-old, 21-year-old chick talking about she wants a husband. She wants to make a house, a home. She wants to have a family. That's impressive. I even give chicks to 26, 27. They still got a chip to play. Still kind of young. They can snap out of it by 26, 27. Even if they were talking like that, less impressive, but okay. I'll give you some grace. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I am not impressed, not one bit. And neither should you. You should not be impressed when women are talking this good stuff, but they're older. It's like, what? You think I'm some type of fool? All right? That subtle disrespect that husbands get is because the woman knows he can't go anywhere else. He has no other option. So that's why when you guys are trying to jump out the window and fund a chick's life, and she's got to be hot and she's got to be a baddie. Okay. She can feel that energy from day one. And when you're being super attentive and you got no other chicks that you're talking to, this is why I always instruct you guys. When a woman asks, am I the only woman that you're talking to? Tell her the truth in the beginning. Of course not. We met on a dating app. Of course not. We met in real life, but you know that you're attracted to me. So other women are what? Attracted to me. Come on. The reason why you're asking me that is because you think I'm fly with women. Because it's so funny that when you're not, and women can sense that, they're not sexually attracted to you. They keep you on the back burner. A lot of husbands are people who were left in the friend zone. Then women double back to grab them. Or they knew that they always liked them throughout their younger years. Never gave them a chance. Gave everyone else a chance. Then double back for him. And then a dude thinks in his head, oh my God, I'm so lucky to have her. See, that's why I tell you to erase that thought pattern from your mind too. I don't know what she sees in a guy like me. I'm so happy that you're talking to me. Like, I can't even believe you're out with me right now. Don't act like that. Never let those words come out of your mouth. Straight nice guy stuff, simp guy stuff. And this is the thing. You could be nice to a woman. Nobody's saying you can't. But see, when you take this nice guy route, you're a doormat. You're going to open up games, bro. You're going to open up lanes to be used as a doormat. Men are waking up. It's funny how some women will say, well, I don't like blue collar workers. Guys keeping the electricity on. Guys keeping the water flowing. On this man-made phone. Vehicles made by men. The roads built by men. Construction, buildings, your home that you're in, built by a man, built by a man. And women can say all this stuff. It's funny. Men get disrespected. Tired of it. Men are understanding their worth. You put yourself through college. Maybe you don't go to college. You start a business. Maybe you've been busting your ass 1 job, 2 jobs, and you're just, your hands, like, that's a thing with guys. Like, you use your hands to create. All for a woman to downplay you, but wants to live off of your dime, wants you to spoil her, take care of her. Men are not going for it no more, bro. And this is the thing. They always try to attack your ego with, well, you're not a real man. A real man doesn't expect anything for his efforts. He just does and hope that she falls in line. No, 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 no. That's why channels like mine exist. Just saw a comment earlier. I rushed into a marriage. Should have listened. I'm getting divorced now. Crazy. Right before I came out here to make this video, I read that comment. This is how serious it is. And when I tell you, like, keep your foot on their necks in 2025, I really mean what I'm saying, bro. Like, your woman should look at your word like it's the law. Whatever you say is what you say. Your chick could be acting goofy and you shoot her a look and she instantly stops. It has to be that way, because what's the alternative? She's doing it to you. See, guys, when they're married, they like to pick battles. They don't want to tell their woman the truth. They don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to ruffle feathers. And why? Because they're lucky to have her there to begin with. It's sad, right? That some men are out there, they'll get married one time, do it the wrong way, proceed with the same strategy, get married again, get divorced again. Get married again, divorced again. Don't do it. Do not do it. And as a man, I want to say something right now. Never be afraid to leave a chick, because you can rebuild. Don't think of it like, oh, I have to stay here. And you always see these true crime stories where dudes do the unthinkable because they don't have any option left, when realistically, they just need to back out and rebuild. Be a man, learn from your mistake. Don't annihilate the whole family. Don't take her out. Don't do any of that goofy stuff and unalive people. Get out and rebuild. If I can save a life, if you're listening to this right now, do not cause harm to anyone. Back out gracefully, respectfully, rebuild your life. You might have to sleep in your car. You might have to sleep in a hotel. You might have to work 2-3 jobs, but back out and rebuild. Please. That's how serious this stuff is. And the whole "you're not a real man" thing, it's not working on men anymore, because we're not looking to women to tell us who we are. We already know who we are. It's funny, the guys that want to be your husband so bad and want to roll out the red carpet, they're looking for you to tell them who they are. They're looking for your validation. So I want to end this video off by saying this. If you don't ever want to get married, if you're looking at it and you're saying, this is not appealing to me, there is nothing wrong with you. Do not let your family shame you. Well, when are you going to bring us some grandbabies? Oh, why don't you have a wife? Okay, let your friends around you get married. Don't feel any less, because the truth about married men is they envy you. The truth about married men is they envy you. Married men say all the time, damn, bro, wish I could be out with you guys tonight, but I can't, you know, the wife. Here's another thing. Dudes are like, well, I have to check in with my wife. Yo, bro, come out with us tonight. We're going to the sports bar or whatever. Nah, man, I got to check in with Karen. What? You're a grown-ass man. Pull your trousers up, your big boy pants up, and tell your wife that you're going out to the sports bar tonight. It's the big deal. It's like guys are dogs with, like, they're little puppies that women dye. Like, they dye their ears pink, and then they get them, like, the pink sweater and the pink leash, and they're just, like, walking the husband around. Don't be that guy. All right? If you don't want to get married, there is nothing wrong with you. They're not giving us a good example of what it should look like anyway. It's your boy, Justin J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.